Welcome to Changfied YouTube channel, your trusted source for latest news. Before we get into today's news update, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell for Changfied YouTube channel so that you won't miss any of our latest update. Stay updated with latest news from South Sudan and around the world. Don't miss any of our exclusive report. Subscribe now and join the Changfied YouTube channel. According to Governor of Upper Nile, say Burebiey clash left 48 dead. This incident happened in Upper Nile on September 21st, 2025. Governor Kwang Shorale said at least 48 people were reported killed and more than 140 wounded during fierce clash between South Sudan People Defense Forces (SSPDF) and the opposition SPLA-IO forces in the border town of Burebiey in Nasser County. According to Governor James Kwang Shorale, the governor of Upper Nile State. Speaking to iRadio from Malakal on Sunday, Governor Kwang said fighting broke out around 11 a.m. in the morning on Saturday after the SPLA-IO and allied Burebiey army fighter allegedly launched an attack on an SSPDF position in Burebiey. The SPLA-IO attacked our forces in Burebiey area and then they were repelled. The situation is now normal, Kwang said. According to his account, 48 opposition fighters were killed and 148 others wounded, while the SSPDF sustained only 4 injured and no death reported on their side. Governor Kwang urged residents to stay calm and call on the opposition to stop attacking government positions, stressing that his administration was open to peace. Well, what you hear is governor's side, not the SPLA-IO or Burebiey army side. However, no official statement has yet been released from the SPLA-IO side. Independent verification of the reported casualties also remain unclear. Opposition-linked sources, including local Burebiey army contact, claim they overrun the SSPDF barrack at Burebiey and deny suffering any casualties. They further allege that SSPDF troops withdraw from the area, leaving the SPLA-IO and Y army in control of the contested base. Until both sides issue detailed report, the true scale of Saturday's clash and who currently controlling Burebiey remain uncertain. Families of the dead and wounded are expected to demand answer as the situation develops. So the Burebiey army, they are saying that the alleged number that Gordon Kwang has said on the iRadio interview, those numbers are lied. Since the Burebiey army overrun the base, the number of the SSPDF should be higher than the number of the Burebiey army. So there's no clear information on both sides. Burebiey army did not said anything about the death or number of casualties. Only the governor, whom his base has been overrun by the Burebiey army and the SPLA-IO, according to the report that they said. In our second top story today is Supreme Court integrity in question ahead of Machar trial. This is happening in Juba, September 21st, 2025. Just one day before the landmark trial of suspended first by President Dr. Machar. Serious concern have been made over the independence of South Sudan judiciary after a report surfaced that senior Supreme Court judges, including the presiding judge, are members of the ruling SPLM party and attended a private late-night briefing with President Salva Kiir Mayardit and Vice President Benjamin Bolmel. By law and international judicial standard, judges are prohibited from political party affiliation in order to safeguard impartiality. Yet, according to multiple legal sources, even the Chief Justice was present at the president's residence during a meeting with at least 3 other judges. A civil society leader and legal expert are now questioning whether Machar's trial can be fair under such circumstances. This is no longer just about Machar. It is the credibility of the entire court system that is on trial. One Juba-based legal activist told reporter, Observers have described the revelation as a proof of a failed court, warning that tomorrow proceeding risk being seen as a politically orchestrated process rather than a genuine pursuit of justice. Critics are urging regional mediator, a human rights monitor, and international organization to intervene immediately to safeguard due process and prevent collapse of confidence in South Sudan's fragile justice system. As Dr. Machar prepared to stand before the bench on Monday, ministers say the world will be watching not just his trial but the trial of South Sudan rule of law itself. Our third story, a pastor locked church detained members amid dispute within Juba. This report comes from Juba on September 21st, 2025. Worshipper of St. Paul Church in Nyakron Deanery, Juba, were left stand on Sunday after their pastor allegedly locked the church and had 5 members detained over a dispute regarding church leadership. Lay leader Joseph January Godwill told iRadio that police detained 5 members who had signed a letter requesting the primate to remove the pastor. According to the Godwill, Reverend Gibson Ali Oba locked the church to prevent entry, forcing the congregation to worship outside. What happened at the St. Paul Parish? We have written a letter to the administration of the church that we don't want the pastor, but unfortunately, when we came to church this morning, we found the church was locked, Godwill said. He added that repeated requests to the primate for new leadership went unanswered, prompting the congregation to escalate the issue. We are calling for a new administration with the congregation of Moru, where the one who built this church. We want the new leadership so that our church grow. God will explain it. Effort to reach Reverend Gibson and police official for comment were unsuccessful at the time of the reporting. When you look at this incident is deeply troubling. A church is meant to be a place of peace, open doors, and spiritual refuge, not a battlefield of personal dispute. Detaining worshippers for expressing their view against a pastor set a dangerous precedent. People should not be punished for calling for accountability in the house of God. If leadership is failing the congregation, then it is the responsibility of the church hierarchy to respond, not to silence the members. Faith should unite people, not divide them. As of now, Reverend Gibson and police authority have not comment. Meanwhile, the faithful continue to pray outside the locked gate of the St. Paul Parish in capital Juba. Anar malaken yam kata dana biya rajame biya link je mi jiram jidit please ko subscribe ka Changfied YouTube channel bana wokale kon ban lingwasme gorno jin bi notification be al bu jeto an ko mi te lerum ci barej ba cha ci ba kaje bana letin channel ni won ka tok English bana ka link tok na an gorno bi subscribe kalam ni charlam ja gorping gwasmone joni am bana kon gwasme ka Changfied YouTube channel rege ci to ke sarare jen leran am bana kon gwasme meji to kai Saturday ray which ka South Sudan ko le la ka Burebiey jen bu kon lingo ngai kon dial ten kon sharian lat no ray which winemi do no report pa no ngwase me kon shorale different curtain kon ling kon ke ken wor waya mi ke kuma spilayo ken order tele post mi chicken post but ban men chala de kon shorale go ban jelinkel kon shorale shela de wonene jineri jen ngwani de badak ci yeken ci test nian ke chaka nak ka kure pai to pan ka changa jandang rawi de kel ka pai bang maron cin dang ro jandang rawi de diech ka Nasser ko la Burebiey jane jangwan badak ci galiw jane chane de kor jangwan cha mu ka bot and they koramo kore ci tok kam SSPDF kene SPLIO kel ke nor waya mi ka jodan chalat. Of course, ngay kone gwan wo ke nwer waya mi ke nyen tone ke kum SSPDF tel kum SPLIO tel jetin bari pore la kan wiya non kan kwar lat ken no netin kon tin chane me chaje lat e kum SPLIO so mi chigene me de kon te kan ngay kum da le rode ka jo mi sha kwang chora le cha jiti ka je ka Burebiey ka kui Burebiey ke ri ka dan chi to ga Nasir kan ti kala ro ne na jimis kwang chora le jene ne sha ne ti jen wan badak ti lan wer waya Michael ka spila yo e ka ne cha ne jen wan badak cha ka nak ka jene ri ko jen wan ka ne tin kon tin sha mu ka bot ba de kon ko rajo ne na ala base dien base ante ka Burebiey cha je dak already ngai kona cha be cha je dak and wer waya mi already ke je chen bor ngai kona min na kane jen wan badak kane ri kon tin tin la nuari ka la nuar wayami no ka base dien kane di cha ko nak tano man kane di jen wan badak ka jawran ci kana report anyok en base dung Burebiey jen cha je dak nuari ke nuar wayami ke report dan ci kana lallaken no ka cha bi cha je kebo governor Kongwas me ko ala ta dana che report no ngaje ko shi cherong shi tok ko ne ko kin ngai ko no ka jor ya le kana gor kach jela kana le ngono mi cha ka cha report kake ala whatever the truth is chicken le la gor no bikeneling la kana gor je no ba ka biket kuj dan en gwi kana la kana no tenijen ka chong jen ta dan la kana le all the time so mi cha report cha no cha ne jen wan badak cha kana ka nuari kana SSP kana SPLIO bi ngaje no men che lat gwat mengu kach bi adil ngaje no tele ne tijin wan badak tisilu ka netin kontila nuari ki SPLIO but men bi ngaje ne men che laden golden kwang gwat so ren ya kwang chora le mi che lat gwat jen ne janine dang wan korin kene kon sha muy ka bot kaka ko jan wan ya muy ka bot jane kane tin kontila nuari kane jan wan badektin kon shiliu no report me mala jan charai ke I radio according to I radio report ko chi right ke jan Sunday wale a chan jan dang ro kele mene a chi report mo kene to ko ba ko ngaji no korin chi to tong mi a kor metedi mala ri gene eno ba liana budget ta no kane tin kontila de ni SSP de aptikin gi manaken no chicken a bit tab kana tamane ka kor chaben a kor already man to so godon kwangurun jaram dana ba tijirun milad jeno ne dang wan karodin kana content cha much no ka bot kaka kana de jenwan badak e jena kana tin kontila tin ne ko jenwan badak kana de kolan wore koru de jenwan kana tin konti ka bot la ne tin ko jenwan badak kana de kolan wore bana so dio je enta cha ler mi chelat ke je ngai ke je panyin wo che dog but for the sake of media ka I radio so chicken broadcast no jenta ran chicken lat ke je ban man gor kon go man ban ngaje la tok kor che tok lia che tok but ping nat kana kon ngaj ken nur wai ami KSP la yo ken man dan sho lat ken ngaj but governor kong chorale che ping nat che de ngai ko ken de ni ken cha ka jo ka ngade ka Burebiey already tele Burebiey mi tegatin ka jodan che linki ko report mem rajeme lat kana kai radio according to I radio no ka tadan jikan lat keje so compare minan chalat gwadme chalat do te ne ken charin to ko torbele re wichin bin mi ka Burebiey so me de kon ngaje no kor che bech of course te ram gor kor ka ram golia ala tok but kir do mo no jela tok jaram dande mal de jeno jela na pal ni shang no kir nok mal but kir che nok no buna na ka liya ni shang liu na ni shang ba kulai la menene ka kwera mo jang na ko biga liwo no dera no dera la kwer mo gwa che dia kwer mo gwa so god jan kana god te andin content nan kare wi ka Burebiey is not a safe place for them she gwa kaka kon wi yen mu gi yanu dun ka jitter shi malat kana ka Burebiey te kuch Ethiopia la pekan karam shi kana bi kana na kanetin kontila tilan wer ka gwaze dan enona ajen mi china kulun wanga je tam ku ina ngano te ko mi chitwo gone so kor me je to wala tok chire men shaling but kujina na tin wertin kwai ka pek de kana kolat so chi ko ran bu mo ken number men ko ang chora lebo tel gwad mo der pek na der jo ngai ka je nyok ka jo dan shalat Burebiey te ramutin ka ta dan cheling ka jem cha ji Ethiopia cha no gutin ka cha ken ne to kontila de ni SSP dia bo cha ka nongtin a cheng ni me chire nyal che bok pan ka ta cha la ka je ware nyal tele mi che nong ka ta ka jo dan shalat ko tele wi mi be kaka wi ko pinte ka piu anyok renal kan wer bana bok je ken ke je ban renal tele gwam der jien ka je ba wo gwad dan te Burebiey te ten ko bana be ko ngayene Burebiey sorry helicopter la bok tlan wara bong nuwen lakin tike ke cost tele long la tik yur ngwal kan ga gor ko ni jala kan wer ko bana na kaje la chemical gas dan kan abna bok je cost of lot of money gwada dal kan akoptin but chicken dear kan chaga joko gwasa dan no woje SSP dia bre wojin gwada mo chwa a chitin wen but chicken lok ka ngai ko na gwan wona ne ano de na de karodian wojala to jen the only way mi be mal be ben kaje but charge nok shi wonong nuer korlong ba nuer kan ga chonko de kan dore de kan ga Burebiey de kan dil ga dorian jen gwa dan pina tin ka bel jen gwa dan shangani je de kan kul bo hablo shingaten na modar kul la mo gwade de je na mo shi fair a changle la ku mete de bone na mo che de lat kan iri chirot ka totone so kang chora le information ki lat gwa seme bianga je no shi to ko kan joy kene ne karar joy kene SSPD abrar ya chicken joy ne kum SPLIO a changa mente ka mechi dit but base charge cap ka jodan chalat ke ja na me dera wo de yena ling ka do budan en chalat ke je ke chicken lat ke je gwasmene chana jo do dien gwasme chana milling kon ka ta dan en ba dakrim machar ba janang gwa lo ke je la chang yan dang reudi raw run te ga jom chalat gwasme gor kon de kon lin ngai kon no ne kan dakrim machar kana nan gwa lo chalat no ne ko la judges wa tiang chi ga dol me chi ga dol ne wa chi ga dol ke wuri shal ka me la vice president Benjamin Bolmel kana self came yadit president self came yadit no karam dal minister of justice me de che Bolmel teten wa chikan jo chikan lat ke chi ga roi ka do budan bikan lad mo bikan lat ke je batte ga jo ma cha ga kul yadrar ke jen tam win mon do dien wa ne wa judicial system ke judicial standard chawana na ka law ke kan what international judicial standard chala do ne kan judges ke jilok wa chika rodian be mat kel ka political party chika rodian be affiliated chika rodian be mat kel lo let ke kel wa bi ga jal lo kan ka rodian chikan be jal la kel bacha jo gwan wo dol kon tigitin wana me red flag kata dana de na rodian right ke je ke de na de ku je Queen mon gejen wo luga me ba we gwa ka ta dan gu ke jen go ramdan te ka dur di la kirmi yadi chi reng machar ko reng machar ajaram dan ko del ko alo yor wide ano ka tele dur mi chalat the same thing in term nan yana me nyi na ka Burebiey le la dung reng machar te ka dijin anga mi chi ka right nobody kwa de mano mala be reng machar a roi keneka ala do yana chan tere malka so ba jor ba jeling ba reng machar mi roi kana nang ni je ka court wa nang je gwalok chaka je ka ti dial tu be te chiro dian lot so na bugulo gwade kane te kontila jejen borlat kane one kune defend roda gwan mena kane karen yalatin na kane no ko torbeli no ka menu lini kune la gang na gad ko na ka men ko kana gad ko ka bugane ga kam kolder kulo gwade de ne roda jaga na ka lorbang ke de to na mo so gang kane rodi ne kane self defend men dan let kane gweje chana se chaje degni tikana ser banpin che ben ka Burebiey cha nyok budak che ga jien nyok ti ne dial kon la community kelu ti na jien ti na ko rofuji kam no ti do ngwane ko tele gwar dien chien dun mi chaje lo dak ngum de yen lado ne en gwen man so ti nor waya mi chigan guje no bo rin gang no chika party ka chika le lana yete ko office ni chikan kap ko yu tele mi jekana but gang kan shi manaken so jo me mugoro di yana kon ngai ka ta dan len ngaro din ka je gwasmene reng machar wane tin kon bi look kane te ka party SPLM pinkem yadit ka chala no judges bi ga yiga ne te la neutral ka chika rodian be affiliated with the government ke any party so chikan bi te kel ke je so jo ma chagu je no melat ke kir lel gala dol lel gal ngun lat wan mo ke li awachi chon ka ta dan chala ke je mi jakon kodi bukon ngaje gwanu nene andol dana ba dul run ke ba dul kirmi yadi kene dakring machar so at come de ajen biso Sudan nankam gwan we brara jek and then be shwari bukon di alban ga chungaje no shike tul ka be civil war be chore chirmin dana ngai kon won ba so jo me de kon ngaje no run ban je dil ngaje no to court tetin ba lugo mo ba je luka chala do jen ba je lat ke video ne dio je ban ta dana ban je wujlinga je ana bana je ngajurun ki mete kamar diyan mila rode bana je gorono be kona linka kore so be kona at kam de men bala de kanurun be kona ling ring machar kane di ala kona te kel ala position official ki ayu official tin kona ayen kel pot ka Gabriel doblam kane dangbaro de kokien kene dambakele kokien ko madin di aliyo je wel kel ki bada ni togan tin kona bana ngwal wakurun ko kane kona cha tin cha gwan akin mi yadi so de yin mi china de yin ling Jordan gwasme me benyo ga yekel dung pastor kare which ka Juba michi members che ka gagrar ano lwa ko miten winami dio je tiken ka ga ka kwari chene konen la pa lwa ko na lwa ko chal ga St Paul Church Kenya Kron dinary are wika Juba wa ken ke Sunday in wale china ula na pal re lwa ko den den wenama cha lwa ko cha jik chi pastor cha jage ke ki alo ne dial wat pal karar ne dang die chwa chu yen police ni cha jo mo cha jalat wa mandana yen na cha ju no de kwer de jele ger ala kwer dan la kwer lwa ko but che jelok chi right ke I radio katin konalat ko rodian kanere kontila congregation che kala do ne mishire me che roda lat no wa kwer ke pastor wa de removed according to whom shall God will Gen Reverend Gibson Ali chana che ga gagrar no la Reverend Gibson jiram dan la kwer wa kot ke jiram dan la pastor me gor kan de remove ko position but gen no chawuch okay again to do badan choda lat neme to ga St Paul parish re wi ke Juba so right now mugo ko right gwasmen jilwa kot atip ngat kan kunyal nguma de kan goro bi kan anetin kon entar ka kwere ka jama you know kay nyok chana chaka gwaine dang de chaka yena tame yena ka kuma ka police ni re wi ke Juba ko chala no jen de je wo ka kwer dan teten again no chana goro no bejen so ngai kon no lwa ko agwa ko la tok de lanin right ni kotin but some pastor mantaka ke gorano beteka lwa ko be yoba kula jega mashi jen the main mission ka church obi ko right ko be kanalat mi chala no jini jira mi je to congregation ke je lwa ko tikan lwan ko jin be kan removed but jen instead wo dong da la ling nitin kon lat ke congregation ji jen yo kume cha police cha ko nung cha ne ti cha ka be yen ne dangge so mlodo ne me chiang chi chuong karami mom la ran lwa ko of course ne me to ko ne chiang ngai kone don't worry la to ko tin to ka jang to ga everywhere but again kwal cholo shaitan le de long win mitel mal mitel kume na mu kume kele we jek de mal der kul bendre re lwa ko ka beden corruption so ne me etabo corruption men si paso kan goro de kan ko de kan to ko je kan yu je kan gaten that's the only thing mandana ku kari men ka je ko bi ken re lwa ko ban metele yo tele tais mu kwatop tele muti top kan wena mo chicken data lwa ko so these are the people in continent let ka government but ka kuiko chicken guje no je kan yo lwa ko tira na gorun be jien a chang le mi chiro de lut ban mi chala ro jin chi je ba remove jan no ko jin le no ko de ka chilen yo ka mi jira mi mo mi la true believer ngat ko nyal ka do mi go so jo me ajana na gore de nyoka konkel mi jira mi mo mi la jidit gwaz me please hit the subscribe button ku chuje pore jeno bi notification bell bi jetwan ko bulere kon ba non ka gwaz me ka Changfied YouTube channel du kan chwa mala shukuji anan bana takamal bye bye